Hello? 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 Okay, can anyone hear me? This is going terribly. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Did I fix it? It'd be great to get a response from someone. Seriously, who is my one viewer? And why are they not responding to me? Hello, 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 hello. Can anyone hear me? At all? Be great to have any type of response. Let me try the volume thing. Did that help? Hello? 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 Can people hear me? Okay. People might be able to hear me now, but I don't know yet until I get the test. If it's someone responding. Okay, this is awkward. Still waiting for a response. I don't want to go forward anymore until I get a response. Let's see, luckily I know someone that's good with text, so we'll see. Hello, can anyone hear me? At all? Great first stream. Really going great. Come on. Come on, Max, help me out here. God darn it, what's my password? God darn it. What the heck is a Yoko? Create a whole new Discord account. Okay, how am I gonna do this? This is so hard. Hello? Oh, can this get any worse? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, it's my first time streaming, and for some reason my microphone I heard isn't working when I had Sophie check the stream.
Does your OBS look more like? Of course, it's gonna hit it. Why does it have it that way? This.
Hello, sorry, I could barely hear you there.
Okay, so does your OBS look kind of like this? Just look in Discord and then click join stream. I'm showing my screen.
I'm trying to see it. It's loading. No, it doesn't really look like that as I'm using the Twitch streaming thing. I've got like my stream up still right now.
So that.
A little bit, but it's slightly different on mine, but I think that's because you know how to add a bunch of stuff.
Wait, mine's be really stupidly designed. Yeah, mine is. I very rarely use this OBS. This version of OBS mainly because I'm just so used to this one that I don't really use Streamlabs OBS very often. Mainly because my computer last time I was running too many plugins, but it should be under this thing where it says mic and aux, mics and auxiliary.
I mean, I see a little thing at the bottom that has a picture of a mic, but whenever I click on it, it just mutes it.
Do you see like a gear?
A gear. No, I don't. I don't see a gear. I mean, I'm streaming on Twitch Studio.
Studio looks like. So in the bottom right hand corner, there should be a little gear.
Oh, I see a gear. Yeah, now I do.
Pops up. And it should be something that either says input audio or microphone.
Let me see. Would that be under stream settings or would that be under audio?
Under audio.
Okay. It says there it's advanced audio mixer. It does say my volume is too low for some reason, but it's not letting me fix it. Or at least I don't know how to fix it.
Install it. Damn, bitch. Yeah, way more security. I don't care about setting this up. There we go. Okay, so when you click audio, there should be a thing that says primary microphone.
Okay.
And when you click that, a bunch of options will appear. One of them should be the Yeti microphone.
I see two options. Microphone Realtek R audio or default mic microphone Realtek R audio.
Same. Interesting. And then in the actual thing to serve, pop up with mics and stream. That's interesting. Mine is. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even notice that. Where is the just? I'm so stupid. Get rid of. I think it is. Mine is that one. Yeah. Okay. There we go. It's actually perfect. I think. So okay, that. So this level. So when you see the bar that has the microphone, does that move at all whenever you talk?
Let me go back real quick and look. Hello? Yeah, it moves, but not that loud.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is go back to the audio settings,
Okay.
and then there's one of two things that we're gonna probably have to do.
Okay.
Where's that little dot at?
The dot for my thing?
Yeah.
Well, do you mean like the green line where it's going, or?
Oh, the in the audio settings,
Yeah.
there's like a little purple dot.
Yeah, it's at the same place that yours is right now on the cursor.
And yours is reaching, I'm assuming, in the too low section.
Yeah, my volume's reaching like in the too low section right now.
Okay. So another question: are you on Windows?
Yeah, I'm on Windows.
Okay. So go to the bottom right hand corner, and then click the sound button. So right click that. Go
Okay.
to sound settings.
Yep.
And then once you found your input.
Wait, sorry. Can you go back real quick? I thought you meant something else.
Oh, I know. So in the bottom right hand corner, there's going to be a button. That's it. That's like the sound.
Is it gonna be what looks like a microphone?
It's gonna be kind of like look like a speaker.
So like the speaker?
Yeah, and then right click that.
Oh, right click it. Okay.
And then hit open sound settings.
Got it.
And once you do that, there should be for sound on the top, output, and then input.
Let's see. Can you put the cursor over output and input so I can see it?
Oh yeah. So output's right here.
Okay.
And input's right here.
Okay, I see them now.
And then you see the little thing below that in blue text that says device properties. Depending on Windows 10 or 11, it's in a really weird place.
It's 10 or 11 I have.
So if it looks identical to this is 10.
Then I definitely probably have 11.
If it looks a lot fancier, it's 11.
Yeah, it's 11.
Okay. So it's going to be, if I'm correct, I have 11 on my laptop. Okay, so it still should be an error that says manage device properties, I think. What it says on 11.
Let me see.
under more. It could be under advanced as well.
I don't see anything that says that. I mean, unless I'm blind, but I probably am. I need new glasses.
Alright. I just ran out and grabbed my laptop. My laptop has Windows 11.
Okay.
If it did, doing the second game. Then I can actually have more of a better visual aid. God, the amount of power this generates. Alright. Let's see if I can. What's funny is mine isn't even right. Mine's under my headset, not my Elgato mic. Oopsies. Sound setting. Yeah. Okay. See, I was right. It is a lot different. Okay. So there should be a section that says advanced.
Advanced? Okay, let me get that up. Give me 1 sec. I got a text from Sophie. Sophie, can you hear me? Type in chat if you can hear me. Let's see if she responds to me.
If I probably can, but barely.
Yeah. I need to see.
My audio is maxed out on OBS. It is practically full.
Wait, you can actually hear me? Let me see.
Ask her how the levels are. If it's like excessively quiet.
Okay, how's the sound levels? Are they acceptably quiet, or do I need to make it louder?
Windows 11. You made this so complicated. So easy on Windows 10.
Yes, this is Max, also here on Discord with me. Sophie says hi, Max.
Hello.
Well, apparently, I somehow accidentally fixed it.
I love it.
Yes, thank you so, thank you so much for helping me with this.
It's always how that goes.
Yes. Sorry to bother you.
Oh no, it's my pleasure.
Yep.
But yeah, if you have any tech issues at all in any realm.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, then, do you know how to get your information off the being sold off the black web? Because currently my information's being sold on there.
I wish.
Man, that sucks. Okay, that's scary.
It's just like.
I know. Anyway.
But I also have many questions on what exactly you mean by your information being sold on the black web.
There's so I need to figure out how to change my email password because that's being sold. Also, as well as my name, like full name, age, and like sex and other stuff on there.
That's not fun.
I know. It's being sold on 5 different websites, I've been told.
Anyone who wants to buy my name, go ahead.
It's not great.
Did nothing but stress. But if there's any other issues, the big thing is when it comes to streaming, just keep track of the CPU temperature. Make sure
Okay.
that doesn't go too high.
What would be too high for that?
If it gets to, well, the percentage would be high. It's somewhere around 45%, depending if you're using a desktop or laptop. Laptop, 45% is pushing it. Desktop, you can go probably to 60.
Okay. Well, right now
Would
it's
not
only
go
at
anywhere.
1 to 1.2% CPU, so I should be fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, because mine is not very pleased with it right now. I'm running like a million things at once. I have so many.
Yeah, I'm only trying to play through Homestuck right now.
How was that?
Well, it's more like a visual novel type of thing. It was very popular back in the day. I've been meaning to get into it at some point. So I'm just streaming a little bit of it today.
I can say it's still probably more enjoyable than my addiction to Honkai right now.
Oh, which one?
Star Rail.
Hey, I play Star Rail too.
I love it so much. I have been playing too much of it. Sea Lane is by far the most broken.
Yeah. I'm stuck
So
right now
good.
with a certain boss, but that's just because I'm bad at, like, I don't have enough stuff to upgrade some of my characters, so I need to start grinding.
So on the snow planet, in one of one of the first areas you gain access to, just do like 4 sets of that one flower thing that blooms. I can never remember the name of it.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I got distracted by a Sophie text.
So on the snow planet,
Yes.
in like the second area you get to, which is like the weird stretch of just snow.
Yep.
Like the sort houses. There's one place you can get that gives you level up materials, and it gives you like 30 per 6 rounds. Just grind that.
Okay, got it. That's what I'll have to do.
And it's really quick. All you need on your team is 1 fire, 1 physical.
Okay.
And the rest is buffs.
I don't have any fire characters, so I gotta definitely pull for some.
You have none?
I don't have any. I pulled a lot, and I don't have any fire characters.
You didn't get Hook or
Wait. Hook is a fire character.
Hook is a yeah.
I have one fire character then.
Hook is broken. Hook is so much fun.
Then I'm gonna definitely level up Hook.
She's also adorable.
I know, I love Hook. I'd do anything for Hook.
I love Hook. Really nice way, but I love Hook.
I also love Clara.
Say what?
I also love Clara.
Clara's really good too.
Yeah, I tried to pull for her, but I didn't get her.
Do you have Natasha maxed out?
Do I have Natasha? Man, I can't remember if I have Natasha or not. I know I just did her story quest.
She's the physical healer.
I know who she is. I'm just trying to remember if I have her. Whoa, what's that buzzing sound?
I have no idea what that was.
It's still going on.
Are you playing on a laptop or desktop?
Playing on a desktop.
It's vibrating?
No, but every time I touch the computer part of it, it gets louder.
Is anything blocking the fans?
You know what? There might be. Let me go and try to move them. Oh my god, you're right. I could have started a fire.
Yeah, it's probably overheating it, causing it to run a lot faster.
Yep, that could have been bad. Thank you.
Yeah, I understand the feeling of loud computer. My computer used to sound like a jet engine.
Yep, I'm like, that's never happened before.
Yeah, that would not be good. And streaming puts so much strain on the processor and RAM. Yeah, having anything blocking the cooling is not good.
Yep, now I definitely know that, and I will try to clear up this desk more. Gotta find somewhere to put all these action figures.
I feel that. Oh, my statues and plushies behind me. It's a bit excessive on my end. I have a couple. definitely not collectible. But yeah, no. If you have Natasha, she's needed. She's an S tier in my opinion. She's a direct healer, so basically, no matter what, she's a buttload of health, and she heals everybody constantly.
Sounds like
handy.
what I need.
And she's only a 4-star. So she's pretty easy to pull, and I'm pretty sure you get her once you complete. I'm pretty sure you get her when you complete your storyline, I think.
Oh, then I must have her because I just completed her storyline like 2 days ago.
And then you must have her.
Yeah.
But she's really good. Like, she's phenomenal. But there's some of them that people are like, oh, it's S tier. I don't think they're S tier except for the damage output. But without somebody who heals, they're gonna die instantly.
Yeah.
But
any other recommendations?
Have you leveled up your the things that you attach to the characters?
I don't have enough material to upgrade them.
Have you upgraded relics?
What was that?
Have you upgraded your relics?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't have it. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, the relics are those like things that are like in Genshin, right?
Like the hats and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's those, and then the like the weird card things you can attach to your characters too.
Yep, I have the cards attached, and I tried to look up the best ones for each character, and just kind of went off what I didn't have it with substitutes and stuff.
It's really just whatever's the highest level.
Yeah.
Like for Annihilation, it's the Destruction one is the most broken because it adds a buttload of damage output.
I recently upgraded that one and put it on my on Stell since I chose the girl character.
So good. I don't know anyone who chose the guy.
Look, Stell is pretty.
Just Stell's better.
The name Callius is cool, but Stell is the prettier one.
Yes, I agree. But have you got any 5 stars?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have at least one 5-star, but I don't remember what it is.
Because there's a few 5 stars that are definitely needed for some teams, depending. But again, it also depends on who you got as your guaranteed 5-star.
Yeah, I was so happy I got Arlen, even though they're 4-star.
Wait, what?
I was so happy I got Arlen, even though they're only a 4-star.
Arlen's pretty dang good.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was an available character till I pulled for him.
Like, there's only like 21 characters at the moment to unlock, which is nothing in comparison to Impact 3rd or Genshin.
Yes, I'm aware. I play Genshin.
But Honkai originally launched with like 8 characters, so it's a lot more of an upgrade from that one.
Yep. I can't even get into Honkai because I would be so far behind. I wouldn't.
Yeah, Impact 3rd was incredible, but it got so grindy. That's the one thing I stopped playing Genshin is because it got very grind heavy.
Yeah. I mean, I pride myself in Genshin on having almost every single quest in the game done.
I literally had one of the developers send me an account that got rid of all the grindiness and basically just let me do the storyline.
Oh, that's cool.
For a stream, and
How did you pull that off?
I told him I'd make them a lot of money.
Oh, did you?
And I was right. They got their profits went up by like 2%.
That's cool.
So
I still have to do the grinding, except I don't really level up my artifacts that much or go into domains or stuff because I still don't really fully understand the system, even though it's been explained to me 3 times.
No one understands it. You need understanding quantum physics to get the full calculation variance in that game, and it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I'm like, oh, it says 5 or 4-star. I'll just spam those, level up.
I mean, like, the funny thing is with when you level up artifacts and stuff, that's also randomized. It's all RNG. Every little thing in that game is RNG. In Honkai, it's guaranteed. There's no really RNG factor except for the gacha. The gacha is really the only RNG factor in that game. Other than, of course, crit rates and stuff, but that's pretty self-explanatory. But that's why I love the Honkai team so much. Because they're like, oh, we don't care if you actually spend money. We just want players to have fun with the game. Genshin felt like you needed to spend money to get many pulls.
Look, the only money I ever spent in Genshin Impact that was actual money and not a PlayStation gift card since I played on my PlayStation 5 is literally just for Venti. And after that I was done.
That's fair. Mine was it was one person, but it was sponsor money, so I really didn't spend any of my personal money. But it was who was it? What character was it? That the lore of it. It was Ganyu.
You know what's funny? I got Ganyu by accident.
Like, I was going for Ganyu on purpose, so I'm jealous of that.
Yeah, so it was actually an accident. I got Ganyu. I actually wasn't trying to pull for it all. It was really funny because I was trying to pull for Sucrose on that banner.
Oh my god.
And
that is one hell of a pull.
I pulled for like I was in Las Vegas at the time too, playing my PlayStation 5 on the like TV in like the hotel room.
That is one lucky pull though. She is like a 0.02% chance.
It was the first pull too.
Oh, okay, that's even worse.
I don't know how it happened.
I spent like $400.
Hey, that's how much I spent on Venti and his bow.
Venti is nasty. But do you know the reason why I went for Ganyu though?
Why?
Because of her lore.
Oh.
During the Archon War, she once choked a giant monster to death with ease after getting lodged in its throat when it tried to eat her.
How did you find that out?
Said monster having fatally underestimated quite how wide her waistline was. Her hips were so wide it choked it to death.
Oh my god, that's great. But how did you find that information out?
It's in her character lore. It is in the game. That is canon character lore.
But how did you find the lore?
It should be once you look at the character, it should be information.
Oh, okay. I don't read that, so that's probably why. I just read all the books that I collect. Like, you know, the first who came, Faunus, and like the Four Sage, the Three Moon Sisters.
It's crazy that how detailed this lore is, though.
I know, it's great. That's why I collect it. I'm still fishing pages up in Inazuma for that last book.
I need to catch up on it. I am so behind. Last time I played the game, it was when they added, I think, Inazuma.
Yeah, I'm already, like, almost done with every quest in Sumeru. I just need to do Dr. Baizu's quest.
Oh no, the last one it was the mech one.
The mech
really
one.
A really sick boss fight.
Oh, with Scaramouche?
I think so.
Yeah, that was in Sumeru.
Yeah, so yeah, it is Sumeru that I made it to. I glitched the game so I could get there.
Wow.
Because I was impatient. So I glitched up and then held W for 30 minutes.
I don't even know how you do that.
So there's a spot on the map where if you glitch in between two posts and then you emote and it flings you up and then you hold W. And you can just walk across the sky. But you have to do it in such a particular manner that if you mess it up, it kills you instantly.
Wow.
And how you get to Sumeru is you fall underneath the map and you just go straight. You just don't want to fall into the void.
I'll try that sometime.
But basically, the reason why I fell in love with the character is because of a tweet. My favorite piece of Genshin lore is that Ganyu has such a fat butt that when a monster tried to swallow her whole, she got stuck in the throat and suffocated it.
That's great.
I mean, that's it summarized. That's basically what happened. My brain always thinks of, how do they think of this? Of all the things to mention in lore, why was that necessary?
Maybe just because they could.
Probably.
I like how I'm still currently on stream, but I can still talk to you because I don't have any viewers.
That's the fun thing about streaming.
Yeah.
And one of the main reasons why I kind of stopped streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's because it's so hard to grow as a streamer. Now that it just isn't enjoyable. Like, my views have tripled since I left Twitch.
Where do you stream?
Well, I stream on YouTube.
You know, maybe I should try that, but yeah.
It's more of, they're a lot pickier.
They're a lot what?
They're a lot pickier about what you're allowed to stream and stuff.
Well, I don't curse or anything, so.
Oh, then you'd be fine.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to curse.
I swear, just because it gets a lot of anger out, and people clip it, and it gets me more views. So it's like a win. It's like kind of like a win-win in a way. But when I'm being serious, I don't swear at all. People notice this. Whenever I'm like fully concentrated on a game, I do not swear a bit. But when I'm like joking around, having like just an enjoyable time, that's when I start like swearing a bit. But if I'm fully concentrating, like whenever I was playing Honkai, actually, there was an entire stream where I did not say the F word once.
So does YouTube have their own like streaming like thing where if you press it, you can like do screen share with your screen and stuff?
I don't think so. I think they just use I just use OBS.
Do you have to pay for OBS?
Nope. Well, entirely free.
Okay.
That's what's nice about it, is it's been available for years, but it's entirely free. There's no show payments you need to do. You can even implement things through Stream Elements, which are overlays and stuff, like the overlay that I use is one that is fully open to the public. It's one that me and a few other people spent many years trying to get to work properly. And it took forever. But it looks like this.
If I did start that, it probably wouldn't look at anything as fancy as yours.
And what's impressive, this is all free. You can even download this yourself and use this overlay. This one's entirely available to the public now.
Oh, cool.
Like, this entire thing is totally free. It's accessible. It's really easy to set up. And yeah, super easy.
Okay, I'll have to check that out if Twitch doesn't work out, which probably won't.
And it might even be possible to. I think we made a Twitch version of it. I'll have to ask my mod, but there might be a Twitch version of it as well. Just OBS is a lot more complicated than the other one is. That's it. But once you figure out how to use it, it's really simple.
Okay.
It's what I taught Sophie how to use when I set up her stream like 2 years ago. And I don't know if she swapped to Twitch Studio or not. But OBS has its issues. Don't get me wrong. Quite a few. But I've used it for so long, I'm just used to it.
Yeah, I guess nobody wants to watch Homestuck, apparently.
It's okay. I didn't get... Because I was live in front of... What was the amount? It was like 2,000 people. And then it went down to like 1,400. Which obviously sounds like a lot. And it is a lot. It stresses me out every time. But then I'm like, okay, I have an idea. And so I brought out a big-breasted anime girl VTuber model. Best choice I've ever done. My viewers went up by 800.
I don't even know how to do the whole VTuber thing.
It's through a free app called VTube Studio.
You have to pay for that one?
Nope.
Okay. That's on the list.
And the model I was using, I'm surprised it was not TOS. I'm genuinely surprised I didn't get in trouble for it.
I'm like, you stream on YouTube, right?
Oh yeah. But they're very picky. You have one thing that's slightly overtly sexual and they get mad at you.
Yep, that sounds like YouTube.
One slightly overtly sexual, even if it isn't sexual, but it can be seen as sexual, they get mad.
Technically, couldn't everything be seen as sexual?
Oh,
you know, like to someone?
That one has slight breast. Unacceptable.
What was that name of the VTuber thing? I'm writing it down.
VTube Studio.
Okay, thank you.
Where did I get 1,700 gems from? Huh?
I don't even know what gems are.
Oh, it's the drawing thing. The crystals in Honkai.
Oh, okay.
I have 1,700 apparently.
I'm tempted to literally just end my stream because I still got nobody. And I'm not gonna just read to myself. But my stream's been going on for like an hour.
Is to stream just anything you possibly can for hours on end. To get those streaming hours done.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I had it to back up to archives too anyway, so I guess I could do it and just put it on my YouTube channel.
And then you just re-upload it.
Yeah. It might honestly be what I have to do, which is funny because most of it will just be this conversation.
That's the fun part.
Yeah. Technical support.
Exactly. Half of my friends are just them talking to each other about how to fix their stream.
That's actually really funny.
I'm looking at you, Monarch.
That was a weird noise.
Yeah, Travelog's just asking me to go to the event today. I am slightly high level in Honkai, just slightly.
At one point, I'm gonna stream Star Rail since that's on my computer, but I might stream that one on YouTube.
I love this game so much.
It's a great game. You should send me
But
your friend info.
I need to. What they need to do is stop re-upping my audio. Jesus. They sent it back to 10. Stop doing that. The game is loud enough as is. When I first started the game, it deafened my chat. Let's do a 10 poll. Why not? I have 10. So I have enough for a 10 poll, so. Oh, and the feature drops are really good too.
Oh, as great as it is talking to you right now, I should probably at least actually stream a little bit by reading the Homestuck thing.
Oh yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the drops for today, and Ting Yun is one of them. She's busted.
Oh yeah, quick question. Do you have to have a webcam for the YouTube stream?
No, we don't have to.
Okay, that's great, because I don't own one, so it's just going to be my voice. I'm going to be a mystery. No one gets to see my face.
I stream with sometimes webcam, sometimes no webcam.
As long as it's not required.
Basically, it's not required. You don't need to.
Oh, by the way, are you going to Fan Fusion this year?
I'm going to try to.
Me and Sophie are going. We have a hotel.
Good. Smart.
Yes, we don't want to drive every day.
And finding a party spot's not easy.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for your help.
A pleasure.
Yeah, and if you ever... Yeah, if I need help, I'll let you know. And if you ever want to just talk to me too, you can just get me on Discord, I guess, now.
Of course.
Yep.
I'll send you my my info on Star Rail.
Okay. Thank you. Bye, Max.
Well, good luck.
Okay, let's see. I need to start over because before no one could hear me. Homestuck. That is what we are playing today, guys. Sorry for the first half of that stream being not working microphone my first time, and also technical support with a friend. So, a young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? Enter name. You smell poop, Lord. Try again, smart. I'm not saying that. Try again. John Egbert. Okay? Examine room. Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered about your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. Who's texting me? Oh, it's just Max again. I'll respond to him in a bit. Where was I? I'll just start over. Your name is John. As you previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered about your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You like to program computers, but you're not very good at it. You have fondness for paranormal lore. Same. And are an aspiring amateur magician. That's cool. You also like to play games sometimes. Yeah. What will you do? John quickly retrieves arms from drawer. Well, that's a weird thing to do, John. But you do you, I guess. John quickly retrieves arms from drawer. Your arms are in your magic chest, Poop Lord. Remove cake from magic chest. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. John quickly retrieves arms from magic chest. Okay, what's that sound? Is something blocking the computer fan again? Okay, it stopped for now. John quickly retrieves arms from magic chest. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. Your oh great, I have to try to pronounce that word again. Your captchalogue them in your Siladex. You have no idea what that actually means though. There are other items in the chest. John examines the contents of chest. This is my first time playing through this. I know about Homestuck, but I don't know much about Homestuck. My brother and my sister went through the whole thing back when, all of it came out. They were big fans, but I had never gone into it at the time. I don't know why. I think I was too confused about the whole thing, but I want to know what it's all about, so here I am. In here, you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of these things, though. Among the artifacts are 2 fake arms, currently capitalogued, the word I hate, in your Siladex, 1 pair of trick handcuffs, 1 stunt sword, 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of beagle push glasses, several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, obviously fake, and 1 copy of Colonel Soskra's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. Who named this book? And 1 copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Caveney. Some of this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you decide to just take the smoke pellets. John captchalogue smoke pellets. You stow the smoke pellets on one of your captchalogue cards in your Siladex. You still aren't totally sure what that means, but you're starting to get the hang of the vernacular at least. You have 2 empty captchalogue cards remaining. John, equip fake arms. You're totally sure if equipped is a verb, who came up with this dialogue? Is a verb copacetic with the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. Their card is underneath the one you just used to categorize the smoke pellets. This is probably unadvisable, since you just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Siladex fetch modulus is currently dictated by the logic of stack data structure. You were never all that great with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. Same. But with any hope, perhaps you will advance a new, more practical fetch module for your Siladex with a little more experience. Man, I really need new glasses. John examined Problem Sleuth poster. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled than that? You really doubt it. This poster is one of your wisest purchases. There's a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. John read note on drawer. Happy birthday, son. I'm so proud of you. This note is rich with the aroma of fatherly aftersaves and colognes. Besides the note is a rolled up poster. John take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what it is. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. John, acquire hammer and nails. They will come in handy. You first place the hammer into your Siladex, but now all your captchalogue cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. John, take nails. You captchalogue 4 nails in top card and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. Oh well, they're probably completely useless anyways, but you probably don't want to do that again, unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you now feel like you have gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. This next thing you do will probably be exceptionally meaningful. John, squawk like an imbecile and poop on your desk. Sorry, I'm not allowed to curse. Also, I don't really like curse words that much. I don't mind hearing them, and I don't really care if I hear them. But, I just don't like how to say them personally. It's just a personal thing. This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet, the polished surface of your desk, it beckons. John, combine the nails and hammer. You merge the top two cards. The hammer and nails are now captcha-logged on the same card and can be used together. John, use hammer and nails on poster. You use the hammer and nails card in conjunction with the card beneath it. John, nail poster to wall. I wonder when we're actually going to get to the fun stuff. Okay. You use the hammer and nails and poster on the blank surface on the wall. It's glorious, exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this year time. John examined Con Air poster. Put the bunny back in the box. I said, put the bunny back in the box. Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? Examine deep impact poster. Morgan Freeman's genteel, homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president residing over a crisis. Oceans rise, cities fall, hope survives. Wow. Films about impending apocalypse fascinate you. Plus, a black president? Now you've seen everything. Wow, this was definitely before Obama became president. John examined calendar. You've marked your birthday, the 13th of April. Another day you marked was supposed to be the arrival date of the highly touted suburb beta launch. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. John, eat cake. You are sick to death of cake. You've been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your Silodex with it either. The cake stays put for now. You hear a notice from your computer. Someone is messaging you. John, examine incoming messages. Pester Chum. Oh, that's actually that's a funny name. You'll pull up your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. You're really proud of it. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. You're so bad at programming sometimes, you wonder why you even bother with it. Your Pester Chum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. Open Pester Chum. Only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. John, open message. Let's see. So, Pester log. Thank God, 'cause I can't read that. I need new glasses. Turn tech godhead. Began pestering ectobiologists at 1613. TG. Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? I got a little monster poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny. Oh heck. That is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It is like, man, I forgot there was curse words in this. It's frickin' Christmas up in here. I said frick, okay? Not that word. Okay? Oh, EB. Okay, that's fine. But I just have one question, and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage? TG. But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put pee in my apple juice at the factory? EB. All I'm saying is, don't you think the monster Howie Mandel had the power to do something as simple as resell a bottle? Try using your brain, nuts. TG. Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what pee tastes like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous. EB. It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice. TG. Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity uh, jerks are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage had a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet? EB, no. Did you? TG, man, I got 2 copies already. But I don't care. I'm not gonna play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got slammed in Game Bro? EB, Game Bro is a joke, and we both know it. TG, yeah? Why don't you go check your mail? Maybe it's there now. EB, alright. John looks out window. You see the view of your yard from your window. Hanging from the tree is your tire swing. In a kid's yard, a tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered a terribly proper gentleman at all. And there beside your driveway is the mailbox. John examined mailbox. The little red arm swingy dealy thing, or whatever it is called, is flipped up. What the heck is that thing called anyway? You do not have time for these semantics. The red flippy lever thing means you have new mail, and that means the beta might be here. John, go outside and check the mailbox. You're about to hurry downstairs when you hear a car pull in the driveway. Looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh great, he's beating you to the mail. John, forget it. Check mail later. Sorry, I'm eating a piece of candy right now. If you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You just gotta chill out up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you're trapped in this room, stuck, if you will, in a sense, which possibly borders on the titular word I can't pronounce. And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friends have turned ceaselessly, operating the swing lever dealies of harassment and perpetuity. Whatever. The dude can just hold his horses. Salmon Games on CD rack. You put countless man hours into the assortment of quality titles. John read Colonel Saske's daunting text. You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. It could kill a cat if you drop it. No, don't kill the cat, please. But to really dig into this hefty book, you'll have to capture log it. You are not sure you are ready to log jam your other artifacts beneath it just yet. John Capsula's fake arms again. What did you just say? You don't want to clog up your... Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally catalyze the arms again. John set Pester Chum status to believe. You don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to rancorous, but you still feel the Pester Chum client should reflect your mood change in some way. Bully will have to do, you guess. This, unsurprisingly, does nothing whatsoever. Alright, you forgot. Your chum is still pestering you. Answer chum. TG. Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time. I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything. EB. Yes, it is understandable, because you are really attractive. I am attracted to you. TG. Thank you. EB. JK. No, I don't have it yet. My dad has it in the mail, and I guess I have to get it from him and see if it's there. And I've been busy spending all afternoon, I'm gonna say sitting, and not that word, around with my stupid Silodex. It's so frustrating. TG, what's your modus? EB, what? TG, how do you retrieve artifacts from it? EB, oh, like one at a time, I guess, and if I put too much in, something falls out. TG, stack? EB, what is yours? TG, hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. Basically knows everything and he's awesome. EB, what the heck is that? TG, he's probably brushed up on your data structures. EB, I guess. TG, did you at least allocate your strife specibus? EB, no. TG, it could free up a card for you, plus let you attack stuff whenever things get too hot to handle. Which is never. What have you got? EB, well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms. TG, well, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and then allocate the hammer to the specibus. EB, how? TG, I don't know, just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works. Combine fake arms with cake. You stick the fake arms in the cake on your bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure Connell Sastre would know the precise index of elevated hilarity. Allocate hammer to strife specibus. You check the back of your strife specibus for the kind of abstress you have in mind for it. Select hammer. Your strife specibus has been allocated with the hammer kind, abstratus. The hammer has been moved from your catalog deck to your strife deck. John, report progress to TG. Show pester log. EB, okay, I did it. TG, hammer kind? EB, yeah. TG, okay, that will be the permanent allocation for your specibus. I guess that I should have mentioned that. EB, TG, hope you like hammers, dude. EB, yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to be all that relevant. John Cadvilla Colonel's Big Book. Now that you've got some space in your Silodex to work with, you figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in any particular way. I guess maybe this is one respect in which the cards present some convenience. Sam and Gamebro magazine. Ugh, it's getting late. Gamebro Subrub. Why the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff I like that's better. John Reed article. So okay, Suburb is this game that a lot of cats seem hecka pumped up. And this beta is sitting on my desk for the review, so I'm like, yeah man, I'll write something. But I don't know. I'm like, so this is about houses or some noise? That's fine, I'm sure. That's like effing dynamite in the handbook for some broceps. But all I'm saying is, when you get to trash anything, while you're playing house or some stuff, are you ever in jeopardy of getting mud on your doll's dress or whatever from bustling out in, I quote, the mad stunts all wicked up bins? Know what I'm saying, bro, yeah, ma? I don't actually play this game, but I'll give it 1.5 hats out of 5 hats to keep it real. At this point, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were going to chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was so psyched of it, y'all. So this one time, he was leaning against the screen door, and the thing popped open, and the back deck was wet, and he slipped down the steps and broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a long fall, but hey, I guess the thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the brunt of a huge useless tool against wet grass. We never did watch Dark Nights on account of Ron trucking his ball and candy grit to the hospital, but it's cool. I still got another watching me, Rotel Ronda. Catalog game, bro. Might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. Honestly, yes, so let's burn it. Catalog Magician's Hat. You expend your final card on the Magician's Hat. Get funny glasses too. You don't have a free card in your Siladex. However, you are able to merge the Beagle Push with the Magician's Hat to create Clever Disguise. John, we're disguised fool, Dad. That's not gonna work, buddy. John? Who is this John you speak of? You are quite certain there is never, nor ever will be. Yeah, this is a really bad disguise, guys. While you are wearing the items, they remain on the card, but is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. John, leave room. How long has this stream been going? Well, I don't want to end it here yet. Oh, I got a chat. Okay, so my voice isn't that loud apparently. I got it. Thanks for letting me know. I will try to speak louder because I can't mess with this mic anymore. Let's see. I can intervene with the world. Okay, can I click stuff? No, I don't see anything I can really click on. Maybe some things, but it's not letting me click on anything on this panel apparently. You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh. A man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Sarah, but your dad swears on the many hallowed tombs of Egypt that it is not. You're not sure about that, though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he is quick to correct anyone who would venture such brazen assumptions. John, go downstairs. Let's see, can I click on anything here? Nope, wait, I can click on that. Let me try this first. The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch nemesis, Betty Crocker, and the rich buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heavens. This mission is going to be far more difficult than you imagined. What happens if I press on Betty? Nope, that led me to a wiki page. Not what I wanted. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined. Admire harlequins. You check out the shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this effing garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny's funny, but your dad sure can be a real cornball. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars. Buddy, they ain't stealing those. Examine fireplace. Also, I do think it's weird that he just accepts this world, but at the same time, like I said, my brother and my sister did play this game back in the day, and they did try to explain it to me. So I do know that something isn't quite right here. But for now, I'm just gonna see it exactly, because it's been a long time since they tried to explain that game, and I didn't fully understand it when they explained it to me, so that's why I wanted to play through it finally after all these years. Let's get back to the game. A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire, because that's what fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace, darn it. Catch a Pachogorialically at all times without exception. As domestic myth of unaccountable origins hold, a home borrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it makes a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant thief, and her pale fires it snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You're almost certain Mark Twain said that. Tossed Game Bro into fire. It deserved it. It really did. Doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped. Unfortunate. Each Game Bro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestotos for big ups to Mother Earth, yo. Man, I miss Nintendo magazine. That was great when I was a kid. Fondly regard cremation. You examine the sacred urn containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, an unabridged colonel saucers. He never wants to talk about it. Topple urn. You clumsily mishandle the sacred urn. Ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this outcome was a virtual certainty. You probably better clean it up before Dad finds it. Combine father's pipe with clever disguise. You think now would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise. Examine, let's see. Examine oversized gift. Sorry, I'm getting tired. I work early tomorrow. Examine oversized gift. Champ. No, wait, let me try to get into a dad voice, okay. Hey, Champ. Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you. I don't know if that was a dad voice, but I'm trying my best. Contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time. Open large present. Oh, great. I would hate that. I don't like people dolls. I just like stuffed animals. Oh, heck no. I'd have the same reaction. Catalog asses. First, you prop the Harlequin doll up on the couch. Having it in the middle of the floor sprawled out all akimbo like that struck you as unseemly. You captulug the ashes to your available card. Combine ashes with earned. Let me check this stream chat real quick. Sorry if I'm not doing chat much. It's just I'm very new to Twitch and I can't seem to get a way where I can play the game and also see the chat at the same time. I'll probably have my tech friend figure it out for me. He'll help me out with that. But for now, sorry, just bear with me. If I don't seem to see your message or type that much, I am very sorry about that. But for right now, I'm just gonna read out the game and stuff, but I do appreciate any messages put in chat, even if I don't respond. And I really appreciate anyone who is in this stream watching me. I really appreciate it. It's my first stream, so I'll do my best. Okay. Combine ashes with urn. You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. Most of the ash is back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Really, it probably would have been tighter if you just used a broom and a dustpan. Put urn back. No one will be the wiser. Except maybe for people with eyes. John, go get fake arms again. You just got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and catalog them. Looks like Pester Chum is acting up again. Examine third and fourth walls brooms. Can I click on it? Nope, can't. John, check Pester Chum. Another one of your chums is messaging you. At some point, I do have to end this stream just because I still have to do my daily commissions on Star Rail, Genshin Impact, and that game I play on my phone. What's it called again? Oh yeah, Disney Heroes, the RPG game. Before I go to bed, and then I gotta feed my dog too. Let's get back to here for now. I gotta stop yawning too. I understand you have. Sorry, TT. I understand you've recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as featured in respectable periodicals such as GameBro. EB, that's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that is a filthy liar, and you should probably stop hitting on them all the time or whatever. TT, I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks. EB, anyway, I still have checked the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to go get it from him, so BRB. TT. John? EB. What? TT. You're wearing one of your disguises now, aren't you? You are typing to me right now while wearing something ridiculous. EB. No. Why would you even think that? That's so stupid. Definitely not something I would do. TT. Okay. Why don't you go get the game from your father then? EB. Alright, wish me luck. Oh, BTW. JK, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha. TT. Yeah, I know, John. I knew the whole time. John, go back downstairs. You can now execute that brilliant idea you had. There should be just enough frosting on the fake arms to serve as adequate adhesive. That's not how frosting works. Attach arms to doll. You don't care what Colonel Sasser says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. John, inspect burnt paper on the floor. Broblerone. Advertisement. Put this back in the fire where it belongs. Throw present wrap in fire. Man, what are you, pyromaniac? Arsonist? In the making? I don't know. As long as you're cleaning up. Capture log doll. You can carry hefty items, but this thing's just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it. Yeah, I don't want to carry that thing around. Read Colonel Sasser's text. We're having a... Man, Mike really need new glasses. This is bad. Hex Bells, we are having a mighty sporting time of it. Hold fast, my intrepid fellow pranksmith. We merely nickname the mahogany of our japing chests. If I may direct the instant ogle of your beagle push to the wiggling regency of rubber bugs, plastic parasites, squirming serpents, pliable pests, and every such order and phyla of creepy crawlies, land snakes alive. We are cooking with petrol now. In further exhibits, we shall dwell on artifacts useful to your exploits. Is your pappy's rod and reel handy? What about a bit of iron that cord? Okay, cord. It shouldn't prove elusive. I hope this is entertaining to someone. Bring those withering rascals to life and set the nerves of some old maid to the wreck of Hesperus? I think it says Hesperus. Do you have a bothersome aunt who never seems troubled to find ways with your sunny afternoons? A broad, splintery fence, a bucket of whitewash, perhaps? By gum, He'll fix her wagon. And what if the tawny Jenner puts his lackadaisical lean near the serifspiral font? You'll have that listless octoroon find that spring in his step just yet. You thought about consulting the text to determine exactly how hilarious the doll is now, but the text is way too big to navigate in a timely fashion. You decide to forget it. Find Dad and retrieve mail. I'm gonna check the stream again. Oh, almost 2 hours stream. But I still have to stream more because major part of it no one could hear me, and the rest of it not was just literally me on tech support. I'm sorry. Talking to a friend. Oh, I'm so tired though. Which is weird because I have insomnia, so this is the first. The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which the smell of baking wafts a powerful aroma, which could lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door on the right leads to the study, where your dad spends a lot of time. He could be in either room. Where will you go? Go in the study. It doesn't look like she's in here right now. Examine Father's desk. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, the April issues of the Serious Gesture magazine, and a stray capsulog card. This is also a can of peanuts on his desk. Haha, oh Dad, you won't be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. Upgrade costume with hat from Hat Rack. You swap the magician's hat with the bowler hat. This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. Combine second pipe with clever disguise. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strapping roughneck without a toothpick. That is to say, he is a rather poor excuse for a roughneck, if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. The first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy. Yeah, dude. You shouldn't be. You're a kid. You shouldn't be doing that with a pipe. It's not good for you. Examine capture a log. Yes, this will be perfect for expanding the space in your Scylla. John Captulog card. How many times will I have to say that word? It's like it's torturing me. Let's see. John play haunting piano refrain. Pages including sound will be preceded by S in the command. Am I supposed to be hearing sound from this? But I don't. I hope you guys are hearing this, because I cannot for some reason, and I don't know why. If you can, let's just pretend she's coming on. Play 52 pickup. You play the prankster's favorite card game, even though you're alone in the room, thus rendering an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid, look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there sure is getting a kick out of it. You're allergic to their scorn. Attempt to leave the house. You go back in the living room and contemplate checking the mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all possibilities before plunging headlong into a dad encounter. Your television is currently airing a commercial. Oh, I see Ecto Cooler. I never got to try some of that. John exit. You exit the house. John, check mail. Predictably, the mailbox is empty. You have already been scooped by your father. The strips are empty. Wind skims the blades of the leaves apart as if grazing the hollow of the say. Plundered mailbox. A familiar note is produced. It's the one desolation plays to keep its instruments in tune. It is your 13th birthday, and as with all 12 preceding it, something is missing from your play. The game president including you is the latest sort of and unseen. One to engender a sunset not of mirth, but of black. His coarse schemes are those less of a prankster than a common pickpocket. His riddle is his absence itself, is a mystery dispersing together, like the moon's fatal eclipse, even one pebble inquiry dropped in its black well. It is the most diabolical riddle of all. Absence diminishes little passions and increases great ones, as wind extinguishes candles and fans the fire. Walt Whitman. Yes, you're certain Walt Whitman said that. 100% positive. Okay, you have a feeling it's going to be a long day. John leaves a surprise for the mailman. What kind of surprise, dude? No. See if your father left the mail in the car. The door is locked, and your dad has the car keys. You peer in through the driver's side window. You don't see any mail, but you do see a green package. There's also something underneath it that looks like a slip of paper. Could these items have come in the mail? You don't see anything else that's usually in the mail, like bills and coupons. Maybe your dad forgot to take this stuff inside. Spy in the kitchen. You try to get a gander through the kitchen window, but you can't see a whole lot. Seems your dad has been doing so much baking. The glass is steamed up. God, he is so weird. But you can see what's on the table, just beside the window. It looks like the mail is there. Included among it is a red package. Some bills, your dad's PDA, an envelope that could appear to be suspiciously labeled with a Subaru logo. Could it be? Unfortunately, the window is locked. Go back into the kitchen. You have no other choice. You're going in. Clever disguise. It's time to work your magic. Like he won't recognize his own son. Enter. Hello? I can't hear anything. Hopefully someone can hear this. I missed it. I'm gonna play it again. Okay. Whoa, what's going on here? Caesar warning, I guess. Your dad sees right through your costume. You don't know what you were even thinking with this foolish ruse. You unequip the clever disguise. Your dad wields a dreaded artifact of confection. Stands between you and the mail. There's only one way to settle this. Strife! You cannot obscure. This pesky guardian is blocking your path. You will need to engineer some sort of distraction. And now he brandishes yet another artifact of confession. This man is ruthless. You'd better brace for impact in the most comedically striking fashion possible. Equip disguise for self-defense. The beagle Aegis absorbs the brunt of the treat. Looks like Dad will enjoy the prankster's gambit on that exchange, as is usually the case. Capture Leg Pie 10. Why would we need this? You take Pie 10 and unequip the beagle plush. Everything in your shield deck is pushed back a card. The smoke pellets rejected from the deck. Yes, this could be just the distraction you were. Nothing happens. What a huge letdown. Take the cake. When two great forces oppose each other, the victory will go to the one that knows how to yield. Oscar Wilde. Wise words by a man who likely could resist everything but temptation. The cake forces Colonel Shastra's text out of your Siladex. What's that? Okay. Shastra, you beautiful, beautiful, son of a book. Now's your chance. I was having a hard time thinking of a nice word for that word. Abscond. Now that Dad is busy placating the smoke detector, you can safely sneak away. Take PDA. You snag your dad's PDA. Maybe later they'll switch the background image to something hilarious as a prank. Besides, it may come in handy later. Your spare captive card is forced out of the Siladex, and you constantly interrogated with the deck. You now have 5 cards to work with. Take package. This red package is addressed to you. Take envelope. You got the Sesprub Beta. Exit kitchen. John, get cake on the couch. You catalog the cake on the couch, expelling the pie tin from the bottom card. Combine the cake to make a double-decker cake. You then merge the 2 cakes across all 5 cards. Everything in your cylinder is smushed between the cakes. Why don't you think these things through first? Retreat upstairs. When in doubt, run. You pause at the juncture and head down the hall. You're going to need something to clear up the mess you are about to make by dissecting this cake. To the left is the bathroom. To the right is your dad's room. It is locked, and you are forbidden from ever entering. He has secrets. John, go to the bathroom and grab a towel. You enter the bathroom. You can see your backyard from the window. The jewel in its crown is the swing set, which has provided you with years of joy. There is also a spring-mounted pogo ride, which has been responsible for more than one painful injury, and has provided you with years of lament. On the sink is your dad's razor. On the rack on the side is a fresh towel. Remove PDA envelope and package from cake. You take the razor and use it to perform surgery on the cake. You take the towel and clean off the extract goods. Man, he really likes clowns. Not you, but your father. Retrieve your items. Dude, why would you put it in the toilet? That wasn't a good sound. I might have to end this stream soon because my computer's overheating, I think. The items force the manhandle cake into the toilet, and just like that, your Siladex is full again. Good thing this is annoying. Okay, what's causing this? Go to bedroom. Admire failure to launch poster. You're not usually into chick flicks, but Matthew McConaughey's cool charisma could salvage any heap of smoldering wreckage. This is your McConaughey wall, a casual shrine to an amazing actor. The film above that one is a lot better, you think. Can you see her? I want you to picture that little girl. Chokes up. Now imagine she's white. Wow, okay. You got us, Matthew. Your smooth tack and exposed our latent racism. Darn, you're good. I want it to be on record that I am not racist in any way. At least, not that I am aware of, and if I am, in any way, someone finds me racist, I am so sorry. That is never my intention. Check Pester Chum. So, Pester Log. I think I might actually end it after I'm done reading this Pester Chum log. I'll save it and then come back to this stream another time with another stream. And then obviously I'm gonna back these up on YouTube because no one's really watching this right now on Twitch live. There was one person, but they left. I understand why. It's weird being the only one watching. Anyway, this will hopefully be on my archives on YouTube. Garden Gnostic began pestering ectobiologist at 1634. TG. Hi, happy birthday, John. Hello? Okay, I'll talk to you later. Garden Gnostic ceased pestering ectobiologist at 1656. Turntech Godhead began pestering ectobiologist at 1640. TG. Hey, GG. He's looking for you. Why are you even so popular all of a sudden? Is today some sort of special occasion or something? Did you do something to curry favor with the ladies? Did you break your leg on a puppy or some stuff? Dude, what are you doing? Turntech God is now an idle chum. EB. I discovered a comet that is going to destroy the Earth, and it was named after me. Now I am famous and everyone wants to talk to me a lot. TG. No, stop. Just no. Don't talk about your awful stupid movies or make references to them. Your gross man-bro crush on Matt McCaughey is an unsavory thing to behold. EB. McConaughey? TG. Sounds like a noise a horse would make. I.e. dumb. Equally dumb are all those pictures of the clowns got hanging up. EB. Bro, those are my dad's. TG. I was talking about Nick Cage. EB. Oh, what? No, man, Cage is sweet. So sweet. TG. So lame. You don't even like him ironically or anything. This is like for real, isn't it? EB. I do things ironically sometimes. What about what I sent you for your birthday? TG. No, those are awesome. EB. What? No, they're stupid. Which was the joke? The ironic joke. Get it? Wait, you're actually wearing them, aren't you? TG. I'm wearing them ironically because they're awesome. The fact that they're ironic makes them awesome and vice versa. And you're taking notes on how to be cool. Jesus, get a effing pen. EB. You do realize they touched Stiller's weird sort of gaunt face at some point. TG. Ew, yeah. Oh well. Anyway, speaking of which, did you get the mail? EB. Yeah. TG. Did there happen to be a package there? EB. Yeah, there's a big red one. TG. You should probably open it. EB. I would, but it's trapped under the Spur beta, so I'll probably open it after I install the beta. TG. Oh man, the beta came? EB. Yeah, wanna play it? TG. No way. EB. Why not? TG. Sounds so heck of boring. Just get TT to play it. She is all about that. EB. Where'd she go? TG. Her internet is blinking in and out. I guess probably back online soon. Oh, and Christ in his sidecar. Are you still using that stack modulus? Seriously, dude? You need to bone up on your data structures. Like, man, it's just ridiculous. Okay, I will. Open browser and go to mspaintadventures.com. You decide to space out on the computer for a while before doing anything important. You open the Typhus web browser and direct it to what is indisputably the most amazing website ever created. MS Paint Adventures Midnight Crew. You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in their complexity. Your schemes convoluted. You are planning a heist in your underground hideout. I was surprised I was able to read that. The new adventure is okay. If you're not sure if you like it as much as the last one, install this group data. You decide it's time for less meta and more beta. You insert the CD and install this root beta. What the F is this? Spur version 0.0.1. Skynet Systems Incorporated, all rights reserved. Spur client is running, waiting for server to establish connection. Bone up on data structures. You go to your closet where you keep a lot of clothes and an array of handy computer programming guides. Read data structure book. Data structures for jerks. Like I said, I will not be reading certain words since this has to go on YouTube as well. Your ignorance just made me throw up a little. Get a clue, you computer illiterate piece of garbage. Free fetch modulus and back. Running out of century words. You're not sure you really want to dig into this huge tome. Looks really boring and kind of ornery. Maybe you'll just check out that free Modulus instead. Get free Modulus. You turn to the back inside cover where free fetch Modulus is included in a plastic sleeve. This one is distracted by the logic of queue data structure, operating on first in, first out method rather than first in, last out method of a stack. Apply fetch Modulus to Sylladex. Sherlock and your Sylladex are in the box. This module doesn't strike you as a significant upgrade to your previous one. In fact, it almost seems more inconvenient. You figure you might as well give it a chance, though. Switch back to stack modules. You suddenly wonder if this is even possible. You don't even remember if you ever had a physical card for the stack modules. You find this all to be a little abstract, and you prefer not to think about it too much. You should think about it. I'm pretty sure you're in a simulation. Put down Razor. Put it down? You're not quite sure you understand. Put the knife down, kid. Pick up 2 items. You capitalize one of the cakes. You finally found a use for all these loitering around pastries. Dead weight. Get other cake. The second cake causes the razor to fall out from your Sylladex. Oh, good lord. That beautiful face. You wish the razor would have failed to launch. Get more stuff. You open up your magic chest and capture one of your favorite books of all time, Wise Guy by Mike Coveney. There goes the fresh towel. Might as well grab those cups. You take the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. Oh, darn it. Open up that package. To EB from TG. You examine the package. It's from one of your internet chums. It's bound in packing tape, though. You'll need something sharp to open it. Oh, of course, the razor. It's all so simple. You wonder why you didn't. Get razor. Pick up package again. Oh man, they really hate him. I don't even know who he is, but I'm not really that cultured when it comes to actors or people like that. Let's take this from the top. Cadro glass shards. Whoa! That was dangerous. Oh man, that was very dangerous. You take 3 glass shards in quick succession and duck for cover. Your Solidix rains devastation on your room from above, and now that your cards are packed with glass, you probably don't want to do that again anytime soon. You should probably get the stuff before you forget. Yep. Use the razor on the red package. You open the package, there's something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It is a stuffed bunny, much like the one held hostage briefly by Malchus Cyrus the Virus while taunting hard luck protagonist Carmen Poe. I don't watch movies like these. And strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the shoot of a burning Vegas strip by Cage Poe, and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it is not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. What happens if I press held hostage? Oh, it just shows me a picture. Let's see. Check status observer area. I'm kind of, I know I said it would end it, but I'm kind of wanting to see if we get the end of the simulation or whatever is going on here. Yes, I'm streaming. My dog has entered the room. Looks like your tutor is trying to get your attention. Look at monitor. Check Pesterchum window. Server client is running. A server host user is attempting to connect with your client, has established connection with host. Press enter when ready. What happens if I press enter? Nothing happened. Check Pesterchum window. So, pester log. Tentacle therapist, TT, begin pestering ectobiologist at 1708. Who comes up with these names? TT, it looks like you managed to retrieve the beta. Excellent. I'm going to try to connect. EB, whoa, okay, but I just got the most awesome present. TT, the rabbit? EB, so sweet. TT, I've heard tales of this wretched creature often. Its Homeric legend is practically enscounded in the folds of my personal mythology by now. EB, what? TT, why don't we focus on the matter at hand? EB, oh, the game? Okay. I don't really know how this works. What am I even looking at here? TT, you are running the client application. I'm running the server, so I'm the host user. I've established a connection with you. This is sufficient for us to play the game. EB, okay. Oh, okay then. TT, why don't we get started? Enter. Okay. Spurb. Oh, now I can do stuff. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end it here for now, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Spend 2 hours and almost 30 minutes, and I work very early tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna auto save game. autosave. And now I'm gonna stop the stream. Thanks everybody who decided to watch. I really appreciate it. I don't expect any of you to like or subscribe, but anybody that watches this, honestly, I'm very grateful to. And I'm very happy if you do like and subscribe or anything like that. However, it is always optional and you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just doing this for fun in my free time, trying to get more out there online since I'm such an introvert. Anyway, thank you so much and goodbye.